got one for my Tampa IT client today. I spoke with the COO of a company that oversees and works with assisted living facilities. He just got back from vacation, but I've spoken to him a couple times on his cell so far. So we got a meeting set up for next week, kind of to showcase what we could do for them. They got 5 locations, several dozen users. Yeah, it should be a pretty good one.
I got 2 appointments for my roofer out in Arkansas today. One of them was with a church that has leaks all over the place. It's a metal roof. It's about 35,000 square feet. So we're going to go out there and get them a quote. And then the other one was for an apartment complex. They have like 8 or 9 buildings and they have a couple of issues going on, but when I see what else is going on up there, so we're going to go get them a quote.
Got one for my client today. I had spoken with the administrator over at the Public Works Department. It was with the municipality out there. Finally got over to the city clerk. He had just recently stepped into the role, so he was still learning things. Said that they had 5 departments that were all using the same provider for their IT support. We've got a meeting next week just to talk about what we can do to take over those services. Also got one for my digital marketing client. It was with a guy, an accounting firm, a bookkeeping service. I'd spoken to him way back in the beginning of the year for a different client, but he was looking for some SEO and web development at the time. He recently told me that they just updated their website, but their main focus was just clients, getting people in the door and just finding those leads. Told him that we could definitely help with that kind of thing, so we've got a meeting set for next Thursday.
Got 5. Who wants to rattle them off? Who's got a good one?
We support manufacturing.
I think we got 6 now.
Employees up to 10,000 employees here in Wisconsin.
I got a
right here in Milwaukee,
appointment.
we're
Got 2 this morning.
super local.
One was
So we are
for my client. It's for their like public media outlet, kind of like NPR, and then also other like PBS. It's like over 100 users, 3 locations, so pretty good. And then the other one was for my client in Minnesota. It was a company that works in Minnesota, Texas, and California. They're headquartered in California, and the IT guy works in California, but he hates the 2-hour time difference, so he wanted to meet to see if we could work with them locally in Minnesota.
Boots on the ground from Minnesota. Nice. Way to grab 2. Who else?
I spoke with the COO of this company a couple weeks ago. They basically work with like assisted living facilities, healthcare facilities, stuff like that.
Okay,
he's
that
a super
sounds
busy
great.
guy.
I
Managed
appreciate
to
it,
finally get him
Jennifer.
back
Take care.
on his
Thank
cell
you.
phone, but we got a virtual
Bye-bye.
set up for next week. They got 5 locations. They didn't have a user count off the top of his head, but he's like, oh man, it's dozens across all their locations. They got an in-house guy that is going to be roped into the meeting as well, but we got it set for next Wednesday at 10 o'clock. So it should be pretty good.
Nice. So just in-house on that one?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good one. They needed that and that reschedule.
Yeah.
Grab another one for them and finish it out.
That's the goal. Tampa's tough.
Tampa's a tough one.
Yeah.
Keep digging for them. Just need a couple more. Sweeten the deal. Who else we got?
I got one in Austin. It's with a construction company for paving. It's with the president. Built the record today. Said they currently work with a company. They outsource for cybersecurity and like on-site support as well. Is interested in meeting with us. We're gonna meet with that next Wednesday. It's a little smaller. It's about 10 users, but
Good buying signs. It's always good when they're a lower user count, but they're saying stuff like cybersecurity. They already use someone, but they're a buyer, so that's good. Will?
Yeah, I had one for my Georgia client. I got in touch with the city clerk at a smaller municipality out there. He said he just kind of stepped into the role, so he's still really learning it. But they've been using a break-fix guy for most of their solutions for all their departments. There's like 4 or 5 different departments. He gave me a 5 user count, which doesn't really make sense. I figured we probably have to uncover a little bit more about that when we get there, but we're going to talk with him next Wednesday. And I got one for Search Local as well. A guy I had to talk to a long time ago. He's based out in Nevada, but he's got an accounting firm. They just set up their website, recently optimized it, but they're about 6 months old and they're really looking to grow in their leads. So got a call scheduled for, what is that, next Thursday?
Yeah, it's an easy selling point with an early growing company. Everyone needs it. So, what about proposals, closed deals?
I have a close to closing deal for my client in Wisconsin, and he's a great client. He put in the meeting for me, so I can find the proposal on that really quick here.
Yeah, he puts them into Salesforce. It's like a new opportunity with all the nodes.
There's 3 meetings listed under this contact for this prospect. One of them was made by me at the original meeting, and then he puts in a meeting for network assessment, and then the presentation. I know. He's a great client. I know.
Gives it a score, puts in the notes
Yeah,
where they're supposed
he puts
to be.
like notes like of how the meeting went. So he said present a managed service agreement to redacted, and in their office manager redacted. Had them over to our office, treated them to lunch, then presented, and he said the MRR would be $2,334.88.
Nice.
Let's go, dude.
Not bad.
You're popping off with the commission. It's starting to reel in.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Appointments are paying out. Paying off. That's how it's supposed to go. All right, let's make sure we get another 5 like we did this morning, getting the double digits this afternoon. Let's go eat.
I got an appointment today for my client up in Rhode Island. I spoke to the maintenance supervisor of an apartment complex. They currently have some general contracting projects they need to bid on, so we're going to be going out next week. I also spoke with the general manager and the owner of a hotel in Ohio. He is taking bids for a section of the roof. It's not sure if they need repairs or a re-roof, so we're going to be going out next week.
One for our roofer in Virginia Beach. It was with the hotel with the rubber roof. They have a couple smaller leaks, so we're going to go out there on Friday, check it out.
I got an appointment today for my client in Austin. It's with a construction company. It's a little smaller, around 10 users, 1 location. Spoke with the president there. He said they currently work with the company. They outsource for cybersecurity as well as on-site help desk and remote support. So we're going to meet with them next Wednesday.
I got one this morning for my client in Dayton. I was with a marketing firm. I spoke with the vice president. He said they currently work with the company, but they'd be open to evaluating, so we're going out there tomorrow at 1:30.